Hey everybody, hope you can see me. This is Earl on the Max Proud channel. This is one of those individual particular videos that I do that I may breach a subject that not necessarily has to do with bass guitar, some type of subject that just came up that I wanted to talk about, or a subject of a different nature, but it still has to do with music. And today I wanted to talk about, well, actually everybody's little part of the world where you have a little bass community going on. In fact, not just with bass guitar, with all instruments. I'm about 52 years old. I am 52 years old. And back when I was a young tyke, like in my early 20s, knowing a little bit about bass, but even trying to, grasp and get more out of my interest in more, musical knowledge. I used to hang around a lot of the stores, music stores. Back then it wasn't just Guitar Center and a couple of other things. It was a whole bunch of mom and pop stores, music stores around the places you can go to and hang out and get knowledge from people who, might play not just from bass, but from other musicians who know a lot about music. And we had a kind of a musical community, and in that music community we had a bass community where we had, you would meet a bass player in a shop, or where you took lessons at, and you would discuss bass guitar, and you would kind of play around, and they would show you things, and if there was somebody who didn't know as much as you, you'd show them things. It was a really kind of a camaraderie there, where we were all into bass and we would share our bass knowledge. Today I wanted to talk about this because I just got a couple messages from some people. One person who a fan who texted me today, also from one of my bass brothers. We discussed this too, that there's a lot of people today in the new millennium that are carrying the attitude that whatever I learn, or whatever secrets I have on bass guitar, wherever my style is or whatnot, it's like they don't want to share it. It's like they don't want to discuss it. They every time somebody comes up to them and says, "Hey man, how did you do that?" Or what's going on with you? Hey, that's cool, man. They suddenly they don't want to play. They want to hide what they're doing and stuff, which is irrelevant to me, because if you're performing out there, whatever group you are, you're gonna show your wares anyway. And I from what the young guys are telling me, people are very, very selfish today with their playing and their knowledge of music and bass guitar playing. And I'm like, this is just my opinion. You do you, but I can almost guarantee you guys out there that's not the way to go. That's not. Music is to be shared with everybody. Sooner or later, you're gonna play your style, and yeah, we are all guilty of that. You are basically, you derive your style after the styles that you've learned and the mentors that you had when you were younger. You listen to certain people and you pattern yourself by a lot of those people. Not exactly copy, but take a little bit of what they know, a little bit of their style, and try to blend it into whatever new style that you want to play. And then you may come up with something that sounds completely different from what everybody else is playing. And that's how we did it. Not only is that how we did it, that's how it's still done. You may be fooling yourself into thinking that you're totally original, but actually there's you learn from people you listen to, and their little sound is always going to creep up into your sound, because that's what you listen to. Those were your mentors, whether you want to admit that or not. So all you people out there who are being a little bit selfish with your playing and your music, why? It's pretty irrelevant, man. We all learn from each other. And original music comes out of the music that you learned in your past. So original is kind of just a word. I mean, it's, you know, your own sound is actually your own mind with mixed in with everything that you've heard before. I mean, I probably said that about 2 or 3 different times in 2 or 3 different ways, you know, in the same way. You know, it's just the way it's done. I mean, your brain records that, what you've learned in the past, and you swish it around and you come out with maybe something that's thought of as new, but not so new. So yeah, it's like you know, you got the school and the buildings and everything, and then you got the school on the street that teaches you those things you can't learn in a textbook or school. And I just wanted to talk about that and reiterate that you know, we all have our own little communities out there, and yeah, man, just you know, learn from each other and do with each other, man. You know, there's enough music out there to be played. There's enough musicians out there to do your own thing, okay? And hopefully your own thing may, if you want to get famous, maybe it will get you famous. Or if you just enjoy playing music, maybe you'll just do that. You know, I just enjoy playing music. I mean, I quit reaching for the stars years ago. So, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just some information for you, I guess an appeal in a way. You know, man, you know, being selfish with your music, it's not only unnecessary, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Everybody learns from each other, and you bass guitarists out there, I mean, especially, man, it's like, you know, do your thing. You know, yeah, you can play a few of Marcus's licks or Stanley Clark's licks or Jocko's licks or, you know, James Jameson's licks, all these different bass players, you know, Rocco Prestia, you know, I mean, man, there's just so many people to look at. There's so many styles, so much to hear, and out of that you can develop something that you know, you can say is a little bit of your own, you know. So yeah, man, I had a few people telling me that there's some pretty, well, I always knew that there were some pretty selfish musicians out there, but it's unnecessary. You don't have to be like that, man. You know, some guy, they come up to me that don't know as much as me, certainly I help them out. Certainly I give them some inspiration and show them a few things, man. That's the way it's supposed to be. Somebody showed me, so I showed them, right? Okay, just thought I'd put that out there. If you have any comments to the latter, maybe you don't like to share a lot of your stuff and you want to, well, tell me why. Write down and send me a line and tell me why you don't. But I can almost guarantee you that you know, it's the other way around, man. You know, music is to be taught and to be shared, and we can all enjoy it together. Okay, yeah, we are the world. Anyway, I don't use it. Okay, so yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. If you listen to this in its entirety, I really appreciate it. Thanks for listening. And yeah, that's another video right here on the Max Proud channel. And see you later. Until next bass. It can over here.